Varsho has been kind of a no-show offensively for 2 straight years now.
He has
and
been.
And we're going to continue with that?
He has been.
I ask you.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Sun's up. Looks okay. The world survives into another day, and I'm thinking about eternity. Some kind of ecstasy got a hold on me.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I'm, of course, Andrew, and I'm again joined by Mark Chansey. Welcome back to the show.
Good Sunday morning to you.
Good Sunday morning.
How's everything going, eh?
Good.
We canceled our tea time today. It's kind of freaking cold.
Yeah.
Drizzly, rainy. We played yesterday.
We did? 9 holes.
More on that in a minute. That's Bruce Cockburn.
It is Bruce Cockburn.
You ever heard this one?
Yeah?
It's called Wondering Where the Lions Are. Do you want a little recap of this song?
Sure.
Bruce Cockburn is Canadian.
Ooh.
Did you know that?
No.
This was his best hit in the U.S. It got to number 21 on the Hot 100. Guess what year it's from?
What year?
How was that a guess? I said, guess
right.
what year it's from.
86.
1979.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was way off.
Way off. Long time ago. And you know how that song came to be?
How?
This is what I've read. Bruce Cockburn had dinner with a relative of his that worked in a defense-related position. Might have been with a government defense department or whatever.
Yeah.
And at that time, there was a concern of China going to war with the former Soviet Union.
Right.
And he made the comment at the dinner that we might wake up tomorrow to a nuclear war. Bruce Cockburn goes home that night, has a dream of lions at his front door. And when he woke up to realize they had not gone to war, he used that moment and that conversation as an inspiration for wondering where the lions are.
Oh, wow.
Don't believe me?
Wow.
Wikipedia it.
That is surprising.
Because Wikipedia is never wrong.
That's surprising.
Never wrong. So back to the golf.
Back to the golf.
We had a good day.
Yeah.
We quit after 9. It was cold.
It was
we
cold.
We played well. You had some fantastic shots. Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 5.
4.
4.
Number 5 putt was
Number 5,
best.
your putt. Yep. And I had that miraculous chip in on number 2. And I'm going to do a slow motion replay of you when that chip went in. Okay?
Yeah.
Watch. Here's how that went.
It was actually like that because it was just so.
It wasn't.
It was unbelievable.
Great shot, Dad. It was.
It was unbelievable that you were able to do that.
I was planning it.
Yeah.
I plan it every time, but they don't usually go in. But that one went in. But as soon as I hit that, I said, that's in the hole. And it went in the hole.
It did go in the hole?
Because it went exactly the way I wanted it to go.
Very
so that's
windy
good.
yesterday.
Well, I played a windier.
No, but it was cold wind.
It was right on the line for me. Another quarter degree colder, and I would have said, we're not going. But I was just starting to freeze out there. Sad but true. And today is supposed to be worse, so I said, cancel it.
Yeah.
If by some miraculous event things turn around this afternoon, we can go then.
If this time is still open.
Oh, God, it'll be wide open today. The north is wide open. Wide
north,
open.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can get on the south, too, because a lot of people will be canceling today, I think.
Yeah.
So what are we doing today, my son?
Well, today we're going to do something we did a couple of... Back in June.
Yeah.
June 2nd we did this because
Okay.
I checked the folders yesterday, the files yesterday. We are doing an end-of-season report card for the Toronto Blue Jays.
I almost choked on my coffee then, because I think this will be easy. Go ahead. While I rub my eye.
I think it will be easy.
Take over, will you?
So
how are we doing this?
we're doing this in a way. We have the players here,
Yeah.
and we're going to tell you some of their stats, and we're going to go through some of them, and then we're going to give them a grade on how they played this season.
So we're not going to do anything about management.
I forgot about that, Clint.
Sorry. So we're not talking about management.
I was just looking at some of these averages here. These are bad.
So we're going to go through the players,
Yep.
give them a grade from A to F, and we'll talk about the great Blue Jays. And I do have my Blue Jay hat on.
You do indeed.
I think I'm the only person that's really ticked off about the situation. Everyone else is kind of like, oh, next year, look out, boy, look out. Look at all the kids we got. Oh, that's great. I see these kids as I hope they're good enough that we can trade them for major leaguers. And next year be relevant
But
again.
why don't they turn it? They might turn into big superstars.
I don't see it. I don't see it. There's no one branded a superstar by Baseball America.
Yeah.
So I don't see it. But if they're good enough to throw in for a trade and get some really good players for next year, I hope so. Because you know what? This is supposed to be, here comes the cat.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the window for the Blue Jays.
It is,
The Blue
yeah.
Jays were supposed to be World Series contenders for a number of years, starting a couple of years ago, and continuing on now.
That was Shapiro and Atkins' words.
They were supposed to be, no, everybody picked them.
Oh, yeah, everybody
They were
know,
supposed
yeah.
to be the Houston Astros without the cheating of this time.
The Blue Jays should just. I hate to say this, but the Blue Jays, if they really want to do anything, they probably need to cheat. To be honest.
So to me, it's a colossal failure that we're looking at a team that after last night
Please don't cheat. By the way,
is 73-82. So they have no way of finishing at 500 now. The best
Oh.
they can finish is 80-82. You'll remember in 2021,
they were good.
they were 91-71.
One game away from the playoffs.
They didn't make the playoff. They didn't get into the
Barely.
wild card. They were
Barely.
91-71, and they finished fourth in their division. That's how good the American League East was. But you'll also remember in March of 22 after that season, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. said,
It's not. Last year was
that
the
was
trailer.
the trailer.
This year's
the movie. So then in that year, they went out and they finished second in their division. They got into the wild card as the home team, home field advantage in that wild card to the Seattle Mariners.
They blew an 8-1 lead.
They blew an 8-1 lead in Game 2 after losing Game 1 and were swept out of the playoffs.
You got 2019 there? Because that
after
was a bad year.
2 quick games. They were 67-95 in 19.
That was the first year of Vladdy and Bo, and they got called up in.
But then they came back in 23. They were 89-73, so the record is going down. This was the year of defense first.
Yeah.
We're going to be defense first.
Played the Twins in the wild
They
card
played
series.
the Twins and lost 2 straight
The
in
Barrios,
Minnesota.
the Barrios thing.
We had Barrios Gate, where everybody lied about what they knew.
Yep.
Especially Ross Atkins. And now this year, the best we can finish is 80-82. We've already been eliminated from the third wild card spot, so we have no prayer of anything. And I don't understand why everything's okay.
I don't know either.
It's like next year we're going to be good. Why? What makes you think next year you're going to be good?
I think we should just mention this before we get into this. Yesterday they lost to the Rays 3-2, like you mentioned. Alejandro Kirk allegedly got a triple,
I don't understand baseball
but
because that is
Alejandro Kirk getting a
error.
triple defies logic.
That is a 3-base error on the outfielder. To come in and play the ball like that should be an error. Totally. If an infielder played a ball like that, it's an error. But for some reason, when outfielders make stupid plays, they're doubles and triples and inside the park home runs. Not right. If you're an official scorer in baseball that marked that as a triple, you should be fired because that was not a triple. That was a 3-base
How Alejandro
error.
Kirk gets a triple is out of my mind.
Good for Kirk. Anyhow, let's get going because
All right.
I got stuff to do today.
All right. You do?
I do.
Okay.
I got to edit this. I'm
So
in a
start-
bad mood now, but
Stop.
go ahead.
Honest to God, man.
Go ahead. These are the Blue Jays. These are the mighty Blue Jays, right? That are going nowhere as long as Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro are in charge.
And they're not
but for
going
some
anywhere.
reason, I watched the game yesterday, and they showed a shot in the dugout, and the friggin' same hitting coach is there, the friggin' same pitching coach is there, the same manager, all
Hey,
the
Pete
same
Walker's the
people
best
are
in
there,
baseball.
and this team is going downhill. When are we going to address this?
I
Go
have
ahead.
no idea.
Who's the first one?
Vladdy Guerrero.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
So his
His numbers are astronomical.
30 home runs, 9 RBIs. Has any of this changed since the game? I don't think so. Has it? I don't think so. Since last night's
Doesn't
game.
matter.
It doesn't
It's
really
not going
matter.
to change it that much. This is as of.
He's hitting 324,
Yep.
and he has 30 home runs, 9 RBIs.
He's going to get 200 hits this year, which
He
is
will.
phenomenal.
He will get 100 RBIs probably.
So, what's your rating for Vladdy?
My grade for Vladdy. See, it's tough because we've talked about so much about how it might just be because the games don't matter. But I think if we're looking at just performance, forgetting about all that, I think if we look at just performance, it has to be an A.
I'm giving him an A- because the numbers are great.
I'm just going
But
to give A.
like I've been saying since the season started, Vladdy didn't do anything when it mattered.
Yeah.
And only when the team was basically for sale in June did he start turning it around. If he was Vladdy in April and May, who knows? Jays would be in the wild card discussion anyway.
Who knows?
But I have not yet seen Vladimir Guerrero Jr. do anything when it matters. On the contrary, I've seen him make stupid mistakes when it matters, like base running mistakes and errors at first base. So let's see what Vladdy can do when it matters. So
Speaking of
A minus.
mistakes Ross Atkins made, Shohei Ohtani, what a player.
I don't know how that's Ross Atkins' mistake. Shohei Ohtani, for anyone that's watching, was never going to Toronto. Get it out of your head that we had him.
I knew that. I just needed a good segue.
I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at the camera.
I know.
See?
But
Rage.
I needed a good segue to get into this because I just want to talk about his 6-for-6, 10 RBI game. It's crazy that Shohei Ohtani can do that.
Probably the best individual performance in a baseball game in the history of Major League Baseball.
I think so.
6 for 6, 2 doubles, a single,
10 RBIs.
3 home runs,
Yep.
2 stolen bases, 10 RBIs.
What a man.
And the guy that caught his 50th home run ball would not give it up. Good for him.
All right.
How'd we get on that? Shohei Ohtani, A++++.
Yes. George Springer.
Ross Atkinson, F. George Springer, I'll give the first one on this. That's a D minus, almost an F. 25
Really?
million.
Because I'm an F.
25 million and hitting 221. Now he started out much worse than that. He was low hundreds for a long time.
Oh, he was, yeah.
So he has come on a little bit in the second half, but again, we needed you back in April and May. D minus, 25 million, not good enough.
Yeah, man. F for me, by the way.
Okay, an F for you.
I'm
F like Frank.
I'm very disappointed. Frankie say,
relax. Oh, the next one.
I'm
hurts.
very disappointed by George Springer.
On George, yeah.
Oh, great. Here we go. Dalton Varsho.
You done with George?
I'm done with George.
Dalton Varsho.
D minus for me.
If I had to give him a grade based on playing to his capabilities, he probably gets an A, because he's right where you expect him to be.
Yeah. Now, if we were giving a grade based on defense, he's an A+.
But as a leadoff hitter or a number 2 hitter, which he's been, and he's been all over the lineup. Outfielder, A++.
Yep.
Overall, offensive lead to the team,
I gave him a D minus. I got to give him a D.
he's getting a D minus from me too, because hitting 214, which is where he hits. This is how the guy hits, right?
That's how it goes.
So we want to give you Dalton Varsho for Gabriel Marino and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Oh, okay, we'll take that.
Of course he will.
Yep. So Dalton Varsho gets a D minus from me. How many stolen bases did he have this year?
12.
10.
10. Sorry, 10, yeah.
That's it. Springer has 15.
How is that possible?
He has 10 stolen bases. That's it.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. I can see an area for improvement.
All right,
right
next
there.
one.
Yeah.
Ernie Clement.
This is an interesting one.
I'm gonna go first here.
Of all the kids, go ahead.
I'm gonna say of all, like you said, of all the kids, he's hitting 261, which I find kind of shocking. I'm gonna give him a B, honestly, because I'm like him. I mean, his average looks good. I mean, of all the kids, he's probably one of the best ones. So I'm gonna give him a B.
Well, he's been around for a while. He's 400 plus at bats.
Yeah.
131 games he's played. Of all the kids, he's probably the most. Him or Spencer Horwitz. Most. Probably the closest to being a major league ready.
I would say.
261 is one of the better averages on the team, which is sad to say.
It is sad to say.
But I don't know. I see him as a utility guy.
Me too.
I don't see him as an everyday third baseman. I don't see him as an everyday shortstop.
Yeah, well, when you think about it,
should Bo Bichette leave?
When you think about it, we replaced Ernie Clement we replaced Matt Chapman with Ernie Clement.
Yeah.
Which is not. I mean, they're both kind of around the same area, but Clement's right now is better than Chapman average-wise.
Yeah.
Not like home run-wise or anything, but Clement's better than Chapman average-wise.
And he had 12 stolen bases. He has more stolen bases than Varsho, which I'm not getting that one.
Oh boy, next one.
Yeah, well.
Davis.
I didn't give my grade yet.
Schneider.
What'd you give Ernie Clement?
B.
B?
Yep.
I'm going to give him an A. I mean, you come up and hit 261 in your first year.
Yeah, you're right.
You get an A from me.
I'm gonna give him a B.
So Davis Schneider.
Oh God.
I'll go first.
F minus for me. Seriously, I don't. F minus.
Again, if I'm saying, did he play to his potential? Yes, he did.
Hitting
But
199.
Is his potential good enough for Major League Baseball? Not even close. So he's below 200. I don't know why Ross Atkins thinks he has something special in Davis Schneider. He's not the next Duran. He's not the next Shohei. F.
Who's Duran?
Duran.
Oh, Jaron Duran.
Yeah.
Of the Red Sox. Yeah. Okay.
What did I say?
You said Duran.
I misspoke.
Jarren Duran. Okay.
But they think he's that type of player. He's just kind of a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
No, he's a rock in the rough.
Yeah.
He's not a diamond.
I give him an F for sure.
Below 200, just not someone that should be on a major league roster. Sorry.
Nope.
Much as fans adore him
I don't know how.
because he's fun, he's just a waste of a roster spot for me.
So you give it.
And speaking of waste of a roster spot,
Did you give him an F too?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Speaking of waste of a roster spot,
Alejandro Kirk.
yes, 245 he's hitting, boy. He's climbing up there.
That's something.
I'm going to say it again. No one seems to agree with me. Alejandro Kirk is not a major league catcher. He's not a major league baseball player, and it's time to get serious and get some athletes on this team. We have not been serious about the catching position for years.
We have not.
We've had Danny Jansen, who has been hurt more than he's played for us, and is so streaky. Can we try to upgrade this position? Is Alejandro Kirk our number one catcher going into next year? That's my question.
He better not.
Because if it is, that sets the tone for me that we are not serious about baseball. So Alejandro Kirk, in terms of potential, he's an A++ because he plays to his potential every year, just as you'd expect. In terms of a major league catcher who can't throw out runners, can't run,
I give him a D.
can't do anything, every now and then gets a hit, he gets a D- from me.
I give him a D.
Yep.
Spencer Horwitz.
Spencer Horowitz, he came up a little later than Ernie Clement. He's been a pleasant surprise.
I'm gonna give him.
At 273, he's hitting.
I'm gonna give him a B+.
He has 12 home runs, too.
Yeah.
I'd give him an A because, again,
Yeah, you know what? I will give him an A. I'll give him
first year in the league, but I don't know where he fits next year.
He could fit.
What position does he play?
He plays like first, second typically.
I know, so he's
Or
the
DH.
But we need an everyday second baseman, which we haven't had in years. We need an everyday third baseman, which we thought we had in Chapman, but we don't have right now. So we don't need second base to be platooned between four different people like it has been between Biggio and Espinal and who do we have? Merrifield.
Yeah.
We had everybody there. Can we get some serious players to play these positions?
It's funny because the last time we had a good second baseman was when we had Marcus Semien for a year, and then he left on us.
And I think before that might have been Roberto Alomar.
Probably.
Can we get serious about shoring up our infield
Remembering the days of
and our outfield
Cliff Pennington.
and our catching position and our bullpen? Oh, we have a few problems.
We do have a few
Yeah.
problems.
So
Bullpen especially.
Spencer Horwitz, I'm giving him an A. The kids kind of get a pass with me, but again, I don't want these kids to be the guys of the future.
Yeah.
I want these kids to be used as pieces to get people now.
Speaking of pitchers, we're not including pitchers in this. This is just hitters.
No, we wouldn't have time for pitchers, but let's just say the bullpen sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bo Bichette, out for the rest of the year.
You got to give him an F.
F.
What else do you do with that season? Injury riddled, but hitting 2 1/4, which is not Bo Bichette like. Be interesting to see what he has next year, or if he's a Blue Jay. That would be the biggest question.
He apparently wants to stay, according to what he said himself.
Really?
He said he wants to stay and win a championship with Vladdy and with Toronto, but you're not going to do it with Ross Atkins.
Yeah, but that could be posturing for
I think so.
negotiations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the next ones are kind of all the kids together.
They're
right?
kind of all group of kids together. So we'll go with Addison Barger, Leo Jimenez, and Joey Loperfido.
I really can't give them a grade because they haven't played enough.
Yeah, I agree.
People are quite excited about Loperfido. He's hitting 210.
Yeah, well, when he started, he was quite good.
People got quite excited about Will Wagner, who was hitting 305, and even Nathan Lucas is hitting 340.
Yeah,
But I mean, 53 at bats. How do you?
I
judge
like
that?
Will Wagner.
I don't know enough about them to be able to say for sure. But again, if you can package some of these guys up and bring me a good player, I'll take it. Maybe a good catcher. Maybe a good second baseman. Maybe some corner outfielders that can hit home runs.
How about Moreno?
Oh, I'd take that in a heartbeat. I would take that in a heartbeat.
give up him
It'll
and-
never happen.
Him and Kirk and Varsho.
It'll never happen.
Give Varsho back to Arizona.
Well, last year it was too early to grade the trade. That was the excuse last year. You can't evaluate a trade based on one season.
But you can.
Well, now we have
Absolutely
2.
you can.
We evaluate it now? We have 2 now. Varsho has been kind of a no-show offensively for 2 straight years now.
He has
and
been.
we're going to continue with that?
He has been.
I
for
ask
sure.
you. I ask you. So,
But I think the biggest problem here is not like you look at the players we just listed. Like that's the team. It's not a Major League Baseball team, except for a few. Springer, maybe. Vladdy, maybe. Bo, maybe. But like Schneider, Kirk, Horwitz, Barger, Jimenez, Loperfido. Like, I get it. Loperfido and Will Wagner.
Well,
but they're not ready yet.
The scary part is the Blue Jays are going that way right now.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be going that way for the last couple of years and a couple of years into the future, and I don't see it.
Every problem this team has, literally every problem they have, can all be tied back to management.
They need a new front office.
Can all be tied back to Shapiro and Atkins.
They need a new manager. I believe they need a new pitching coach, even though everyone says that Pete Walker is the best in baseball. Not seeing it.
Get rid of Guillermo.
We need a new hitting coach.
Martinez.
We need an everyday third baseman. We need an everyday second baseman. We need an everyday catcher, or not an everyday catcher, but a dominant catcher. And we need corner outfielders with pop.
We do.
Because, Ross, I'm going to say it to your face. Offense wins baseball games. Not defense.
Offense wins baseball games.
Offense wins baseball games. Good. So overall,
he seemed to turn that around.
I give the Toronto Blue Jays
at the deadline when he said we need to get more hitting, or no, we need better run scoring environments. What he said. Remember that quote? Run scoring environment. That's what he said.
So complete this sentence. Overall, I give the Toronto Blue Jays
a D.
Oh, you're very kind. It's a total F for me. Total failure of a season. People still watching it. I don't get it. Best they can do is 80 and 82.
Can we give it E? Because that'll be interesting.
And just to note, too, attendance is down this year, as we predicted it would be. They had just over 3 million in 23. They go home and finish off a homestand now, right? And they're at 2.5 million, so they're not going to come close to last year's 3 million.
Nope.
Especially with who's in town.
Yeah, who is in town? I don't even know.
Well, the Red Sox come in, and then the Miami Marlins close out the season.
That's not going to be very fun.
The only thing they have going for them there is it's Fan Appreciation Weekend, which I was part of last year, and didn't feel very appreciated.
Yeah. We remember that story.
But that's if you want to see that video,
there is a clip out there. It's
there somewhere.
It's down. It should be there somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
Andrew gives the Blue Jays a D. I give them an F. I'm a hard marker. You're an easy marker.
Well, I give them a D because, there's some slight positives about it.
There's nothing. What's positive? And I'm the positive one. You can't even answer the question.
No,
What's positive? Vladdy?
Vladdy, yes,
okay.
Vladdy.
Let's hope Vladdy carries that through to next year and can do it when the games matter, and the Blue Jays can be competitive again, because they're not competitive right now.
Not right now, they're not.
Just so you know, eh?
But we need a new GM.
I just outlined everything we need.
And president and manager.
Were you not listening?
Coach, hitting coach, pitching coach,
but,
whatever.
First game of the preseason for the Leafs tonight.
I'd even take catchers in the bullpen.
Now owned by Rogers.
I'd even take new catchers in the bullpen, for God's sake. I think that's what we need.
Are you still stuck on the Blue Jays?
Yes.
I've moved on.
Well,
I've moved on.
Preseason Leafs tonight playing the Senators. I really don't care.
So speaking of moving on, this is normally the part of the show where we do our weight update.
Typically.
But driving to school on Thursday, we said, you didn't weigh in this morning. No. So we forgot to weigh in, so we're not really in the process. So we said we're going to get at it again this week. So we kind of ruined it yesterday when we went by Tim Hortons and bought a dozen donuts and brought them home.
We kind of did, yeah.
We kind of did. This week is a write-off. We're back at it again next week.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say today?
No.
Good.
So thank you for...
Good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. Thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. And we'll be back in the middle of the week with a Would You Rather.
Would you rather? All right. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.